Hey guys, this is Tonio from Tony's Guitar Hangout. This week I've got a lot of cool news from IK Multimedia, from Gibson, from Fender, so let's get it on. In the Amplitube Morley collection, users get access to 3 new effects, including what IK describes as the sound of cascading delays from the Evo 1 with a wide frequency response and control of the counter wah. The Evo 1 has 3 main controls. One for the delay time, one for the feedback, and one for the echo volume. Users then would use the main volume pedal to create swells or adjust the volume in real time. IK has added some extra controls to help emulate this vintage effect. Disc noise allows users to blend in some imperfections in the erase head. These mimic the original effects disc, wouldn't always be completely erased at each turn, leaving artifacts and oddness with each successive repeat. Disc erase regulates the efficiency of the erase head. Plus now users can control the delay time precisely using the BPM control. This old oil coin delay was huge, and so a virtual version is a lot easier to handle and also lighter. The Power Wah Fuzz is a perennial favorite of vintage pedal fans, and now users have access to a virtual one. Famous users include Cliff Burton or Jerry Garcia. Cool pedals and the core sound resolved around an MPSA-12 transistor which IK has modeled. This added warmth and saturation to the tone and is why the pedal is still so popular. Finally, a virtual recreation of the Power Wah, which is a classic electro-optical wah pedal, a wah with a wide frequency range, and a variable Q control. The contour and level controls allow users to fine-tune the wah to taste, and it has an auto-off function. Price-wise, the plugins seem pretty reasonable, but keep in mind you need a separate expression pedal to use the VSTs. The software will run under Ep.5 and they can be used as audio units. The Amplitube Morley collection will be included with new purchases of Amplitube Max 5 version 2 and Total Studio 4 Max until July 31. MSRP is here $49.99 for the whole bundle or $24.99 each plus tax. Fender, the guitars of choice for the world's biggest stars, from Jimi Hendrix to Eric Clapton. It's opening what it's called its first flagship store. The building, previously known as the Ice Cubes, was once occupied by H&M, and it is in the ultra stylish Harajuku area in Tokyo. This new store includes a basement plus the first 3 floors for a total of just over 1,000 square meters of space, offering an unprecedented array of Fender instruments, equipment, accessories, and other merchandise. You can certainly call that shop a must visit for every guitarist who visits Tokyo. Brad Paisley invited Joe Boenamassa along for an electric guitar heavy guest on the spot during his headline set at Nashville's Let Freedom Sing 4th of July. And now you can watch the footage of them playing together on Instagram. Link is in the description. The performance saw the bluesmen share the stage not only with Paisley, but also with Jerry Douglas and bluegrass talbot Dan Tyminski. Following the show, Boenamassa took on Instagram to share a clip shot from the side of the stage. You have to watch this, it's enormous. Gibson has officially announced that Cesar Guaquian is now officially the CEO of the company. Taking him from the interim role to the full role has now decided by the company and could be a great move for the brand. He also has some pretty famous supporters who have all chipped in for his new position within the company.
I can't think of a more natural fit for CEO of Gibson than Cesar Guaykin. He's one of, if not the smartest, most passionate Gibson guitar enthusiast I've ever met, and he is a keen businessman.
Says Slash. I strongly hope this is gonna be a good decision from the guitar brand. After all, Cesar has built some great relationships with artists, and he's also pretty good at social media marketing. The fact that he also can be seen playing guitar will also be a big plus for so many customers. And maybe he takes back the brand to its roots and lead the company where it belongs to, building great instruments for an affordable amount of money instead of, well, suing small companies for copying Gibson and building high-priced instruments that are not really worth it. Talking about Gibson, remember the Richie Faulkner from 2 weeks ago or something? It's freaking sold out. I mean, congratulations to Richie, congratulations to Gibson. You must have done something right. I still stick to my opinion. This guitar is way overpriced, no matter how good it is. It's not appropriate just for the name of Richie to charge 5,000 euro or even more in the European market for that guitar. Sorry, congratulations to Richie, congratulations to Gibson. Was a smart move. Congratulations to the people who bought this guitar. I hope it was worth it. Let's say you produce your own tracks and you want fancy outboard gear. Normally pretty expensive, right? Well, ever thought about getting a guitar pedal and use it as outboard gear? Here are 5 cool pedals you could use as outboard gear for your recording sessions. Number 1, the TC Electronic Flagship 2. The range of sounds you can get from this pedal is enormous, and the inclusion of the algorithm modeled on the famous 2290 delay from the 80s is undoubtedly welcome. Second, the TC Electronics Hall of Fame 2. Like the Flashback, the Hall of Fame 2 is also a 2-in, 2-out effect with 8 tweakable reverbs and 3 slots for custom tone print presets. The Electro Harmonix Mod 11. As the name suggests, the Mod 11 gives you 11 different modulation effects and tap tempo. If you're not familiar with EHX, authentic tones are the name of the game. Downside, not stereo. The Dreadbox Kinematic. Need to compress your leads or bass lines? The Kinematic gives you an VCA compressor and controllable envelope filter in one device. Some might find it a little bit synth specific, as you can't set your attack and release in some other pedals. And last but not least, the Walter Expressor. Have you seen my TikTok channel? If not, head over to TikTok and check it out, because I have a little series going on where I talk about AC/DC, what they use for equipment, and what the sound of AC/DC, the guitar sound, makes so unique. Today I have a little riff of the week for you, which is from AC/DC. It's Back in Black. You all know that song, and if you don't know how to play it, I'll show it to you right away. Okay, we need an E power chord, a D, and an A, and we play that like this. E, D, 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 A, A, A. Make sure to mute all the strings that you don't need. For the E, we just mute the upper 2 strings, the E and the A. Then we will need for the D string, the G string, and the B string. You can mute the upper string here, thumb, and down here the lower E string. The higher E string will mute with the index finger. I like just a little bit over the frets so that the E string is not sounding. And for the A, I'm just pressing my whole finger on the D and on the G string on the 2nd fret of the fretboard. And that's how you play the riff. Now it gets a little bit more complicated. You take the second finger, your middle finger, and place it on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then you'll do a pull off to the open string. And you do the same on the B string. Then you take the first finger, so the index finger, place it on the 2nd fret of the G string and do a bend, full bend, release it, and then you do a pull off to the G, so to the open G string. Then you play the riff again. And then you place your index finger on the 4th fret, your middle finger on the 5th, your ring finger on the 6th, and your small, tiny little finger on the 7th fret, and play 7-4 with a down upstroke, 7-5 with a down upstroke, 7-6 with a down upstroke, and 7-7. So you play. And then you repeat that again. And that's the main riff of Back in Black from AC/DC. Guys, it was so much fun presenting you the news this week. But before I end the video, please make sure to leave a little feedback on the video, on the channel, watch the other videos, jump over on my TikTok, and have a great week. See you next week, and bye.